folks, out for another hunt this morning with the XP Deus. I'm at a park I've done before, but I'm just going over low and slow and just having a feel for the ground. I've been here about 10 minutes and I just turned out my first coin. As you can see just there, sitting up just here. It appears to be a penny, and just looking at it, it's a old Brit, which is excellent. It's Queen Victoria's head. I'll give it a quick rub on the pants leg. It is indeed Queen Victoria. Let's spin it over and see if we can't get a date. I can see Britannia just there. With any luck. Okay, I can see an 18. Tell you what, folks, I might just put you down for a second and give this a bit of a toothbrush, and I'll get right back to you. Alrighty, folks, so we've got ourselves an old Brit penny, and the date on the bottom, which you probably can't see because I can't get real close with this camera, is 1881. That's not a bad start at all to the morning. Hopefully there's more of this around. It was down reasonably deep too, probably around about 6 inches. I've got the XP Deus turned up to 95 sensitivity because I do know what's under the ground here as far as pipe work and stuff like that goes, but just punching a bit deeper and seeing what I can find. Alright, let's crack on. Alright folks, so still going along. This target was probably around about 4 inches deep and on its side. As you can see in the spoil there, what appears to be a coin and about half penny in size. A bit of a look at that. Yeah, okay, it's a Commonwealth of Australia half penny, and I can see 1919. There we go there, folks, a 1919 Commonwealth of Australia half penny. In pretty poor condition, if I'm honest. But hey, coin's a coin. Alrighty, let's keep going. Alright folks, still going along. The sun's just sort of come up and down about 6 inches. I've just turned out this what appears to be a Commonwealth of Australia halfpenny. I don't even need to rub that. 1916. That's look at the patina on that, it's beautiful. Giving it a little kiss, as I am wont to do. But there you go, folks. That's halfpenny number 2 in the best space of half an hour. So I'm still pulling coins out of an area that I thought was absolutely trashed. Let's keep on going, eh? Alright folks, my next target has just popped out of the hole. Now this hole has ended up being way bigger than it needed to be. I think this particular coin must have been in a weird orientation and just sort of threw me a bit. But I saw it get moved around, and there it is just there. I believe I've got my first silver of the morning. It's a 1941 sheaf of wheat threepence. Turn it over. You can't see much on that side, but believe me when I say there's King George VI there. And there you have the sheaf of wheat in the middle, and 19 on one side, 41 on the other. So 1941, 925 silver, threepence. Sweet as. Let's keep going, eh? Folks, so I was making a bit of a cut from this grassed area up here and just cutting across this garden bed, which is quite flat and looks like people walk here all the time. Along the way I encountered this particularly phallic fungi. Believe it or not, that's actually a fungus of some description. Nice, the flies obviously love it. It does smell a little bit bad, but you can see it's attached. But like I said, it's quite phallic. But all that aside, coming down here, I got a signal light to stop twice for. It was an 88 through to a 92. I disregarded it, went back again, and you can see in the hole. I don't know how well you can because the morning sun's sort of creating a bit of a shadow, but you can see I've just popped a silver, which is pretty cool. Okay, so that's King George VI. I'll bring it into the shadow and probably a little bit better. And then on the other side, we've got ourselves a 1941 threepence. Alright, sweet. Let's keep going, eh? Alright folks, I got what was a really scratchy 82. I almost left it. If you look down in the hole there, you can see I've popped at what appears to be a button. Now, just looking at the very edge of that, I can tell what that is straight away. But I'll uncover it nice and gently so you guys can see it. It's in really bad condition. It's been crushed. It's got the eye on the back. Because these are a two-piece button, the front is just a really thin shell. We'll get a bit below. Okay, so that is breaking it up. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, that is a military button that dates from 1901 to 1910. What I'll do is I'll get the toothbrush onto that and really gently try and clean it. I'll be right back. Right, folks, so I was wrong. This is actually a New South Wales King George V Sydney or New South Wales Tramways button. So it's the uniform worn by the guys who operated the trains and the trams. I originally thought it was an Edward VII, but it's not. It's King George V New South Wales Tramways. That is a absolutely pearl. I haven't found one of those before, that's why I was a bit confused. It is in really bad condition, as you can see. It's probably going to fall apart. I'll do what I can to try and maintain it, but you can see the eye's still on it, but the front is really worn. Alright, that's enough nattering on from me. Let's see what else we can find, eh? Alright folks, still going along. I'm heading back towards the car. It's getting on time to go home. Got a 8992 down here in the lawn, and it looks like I've just popped a penny. This one's Queen Elizabeth, so it's not going to be particularly old. Rub. There you go there folks, 1960 penny. Alright, sweet as. Let's keep going. Alright folks, so just a quick wrap up from the hunt this morning. I went out on my own, no one else was really available, so I went to a spot that I'd done before. So what we generally do is if we're going out as a group, we'll go somewhere new. If you're going out on your own, just so you know everyone doesn't plunder the various parks, you generally just do something you've done before, or go back over old ground. That way it keeps it nice and fair for everyone around here, or in our group anyway. Alright, so we've got some pretty cool things. We've got that 1884 penny. The detail on that's pretty good. It's not in as good a preservation as the one I found a couple of weeks ago out at that park, the halfpenny, but it's pretty good anyway. So 1884 and a 1960 Skippy penny. In the halfpennies we've got 1918 and 1919. Two 1941 threepences in the silver, so both 925. $3.50, which covers my coffee this morning because my coffee was $3, so I made 50 cents. Sweet. And a bunch of the usual 1 and 2 cent pieces. Over in the relics, we've got this this buckle that you didn't see come out. I didn't think it was worth videoing, and this particularly mangled, but it's a first for me. So it's a New South Wales Tramways uniform button.
And you can see the cipher of George V on that. You can see it started to come apart. I'll do the best I can to preserve it, but I don't know how we'll go. But anyway, it's pretty special. So between the button and the 1884 penny, they're the two highlights for me. Alright folks, it was a fairly short hunt. You saw a few things come out, you saw a few things now that you didn't correct, and you've seen a few things in the roundup here that you didn't see come out, but hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one, Catch ya.